What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Madden NFL 16 connected franchise. It goes by, the actual thing with the feature of deep dive. So we're going to go right into it and see what's different from Madden 15. There was a lot of things with Madden 15 connected franchise that I personally didn't like. As far as the XP and how the guys gained the XP, it was a lot different than Madden 25, and it caused a lot of issues for me. If you guys are not familiar with GmiasWorld, I usually have a connected franchise that I invite people outside to join. It makes it kind of fun, but this year we had to cut it short because there were a lot of guys that came in and made it a little bit more, it wasn't as appealing for everybody, but hopefully in the future we can kind of weed out the guys that shouldn't be there and get competitive Madden players in there that really appreciate, just coming out, playing the game, no quitting, figuring out ways to, to beat your opponent. It's a lot of different things that I do with it. GmiasWorld.com explains the rules of the previous franchises if you guys are interested in looking at it, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to be doing the Madden 16 franchise, but it's always possible. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the things that they've changed for Madden 16. Alright, pretty much you can start playing faster. They're going to have the cloud and the offline, so the cloud is going to offer faster week advances and gives players the ability to access their league online and invite friends. So pretty much if you can access it online, away from actually having the system on, that means that finally you can actually advance it. That was one of the biggest things for Madden 15 is I have a difficult schedule, and being able to come back and advance every day at 9 o'clock, it just creates a lot of issues. So that's going to be a lot better for a lot of guys that are trying to have up and coming money leagues, etc. Whatever. Now you don't have to be there. You could customize it and start playing immediately. Players will begin in the regular season by default. A lot of people that were in my franchise had an issue with the preseason. It was a waste of time. It really wasn't any benefit to it. The XP was very low. There was nothing really going on that made it useful. The fantasy draft was always key, though. I always had fantasy drafts until my last season. I wasn't able to do that. They have drive goals now that are tailored specifically to the current game and gives you like a unique challenge each and every game. The more goals you complete, the faster your plays improve. That would probably be something that should have been done in Madden 15, because that's more of what I was looking for. I had guys that went out and had like 6-7 touchdowns and got like 300 XP. That's ridiculous. The post-play goal feedback is pretty much the same type of thing. They're bringing back confidence for the, this was the first year that they had it in Madden 15, where it affects how your guys catches the ball and how they drop it. To me, it didn't really influence the characters. I mean, the players. They drop the ball regardless. The animation where you jump in the air and the guy taps you on the butt cheek and you just drops the ball. That's been going on for a while now. That animation didn't really change anything. So it really didn't have much of an impact on the game. Looking at this, the new broadcast interference elements to celebrate completing goals is going to show you more of what's been going on and how to get legacy a lot easier. It's pretty much more informative. That's it. The weekly goals is what, that's what I'm really talking about. The huge thing that gives you the bonus points. It wasn't really sufficient in Madden 15. It was a joke. They didn't really give, it wasn't really worth, like whatever goal you had, like, stopping the offense from scoring more than 3 points or whatever, it didn't really impact how much they gave you overall. That really, it didn't help me as much. So I really had a problem with it. Madden 25 was a lot easier with it because you got a lot more points for doing the same exact thing. They just took away, pretty much what made Madden 25, in my opinion, an overall success. When it came to connected franchise, they took away a lot of the way that you gain XP. That's the biggest thing. And then they did the things with the confidence, and then sometimes you gotta have confidence, and they didn't balance it enough to make your players get developed faster. And right here, a breakout running back goal may be triggered for rookie running backs that are having a great season. So you're gonna have different type of goals, and that probably will focus on individual players that'll make it a lot more fun for you, and make it easier for you to get the players upgraded that you really want. They're gonna have the goal loading screens that pretty much it helps like with this confidence situation. It helps your players perform better on the field. It gives you additional XP. All I'm saying is that they didn't really give you enough in Madden 15. They're saying that they're gonna streamline it to make it easier to do what you want to do. If you guys notice, in Madden 15, they streamlined Ultimate Team, so it was a lot easier to do the things you wanted to do with that. I can't complain about that. As far as the cards, taking the card that you want to add it to a set, it was a lot easier than Madden 25, like trying to have to find everything. So hopefully with this, making sure that they streamline it, it'll be a lot easier to get to the things that you want to do in Connected Franchise, because it looks like they made it similar to how they made the Ultimate Team, which is a big deal. The visual team depth chart, seeing more information. This is good, so that you don't have to like keep on going out and in, you know what I'm saying, to see what the actual stats are. That was it was a nightmare. It was definitely a nightmare. The player card is going to give you a better type of information with it, as far as the key actions about spending your XP. You could view goals, add it to the trade block. It's a lot more information. That's what I'm looking at right now. The new scouting now, as we go down here, is what I really like to see them actually be successful with, because it's going to give you more of a, it's more interesting information. You know what I'm saying? Like letting you know if you're going to get a diamond, you know, and overvalued players, or you're going to get a bust. Sometimes it was like, yo, what are you doing? One of the new features with the Combine events is they're going to give you information about the Combine stats. That's great. Now we don't have to waste time. Oh, let me use this for this, and let me see what this is. And then you got to get an A, a B, or a C. And you got to spend even more money to figure out what they did. Now it's going to be easier. You'll be able to get Combine stats for a much more reasonable rate, so you'll know what you're dealing with. If you're a guy that likes speed, like I do, you'll be able to just look at the 40-yard dash and know what's going on. Check out the vertical jump. You know, I don't really care about the other things because it's Madden. So you just really need speed and jump. Looking at everything else about the Combine reports, seeing what these guys are, that's great stuff. The draft feedback screen, let you know what's going on, if it's a good pick or good, you know, it's more informative, which is what a lot of people were asking for, and it takes at least 3 to 4 years before you get it, pretty much. But let's see what happens with this. The members list, a simmer win where you can actually decide who wins the game. That's really huge for money leagues and guys that don't make games, just to make sure that we don't have to like give everything to the computer. That's actually big, and that's huge. I like the simmer win. Going down to free practice. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really sure if I'm getting this game right now because there's been a lot of rumors about the actual control of the players. I'm gonna wait to see when the gameplay comes out. But as long as the gameplay is suitable, and I know a lot of people complained about Madden 15. I'm just saying suitable in regards of having free flow with the receivers and everything like that. As long as that's fine, I'll get the game. But this right here makes me want to do franchise, because finally we get free practice. It's always been an issue with practicing. I don't know why they wouldn't just make it like that to begin with. That was so ridiculous. Confidence tuning, you know, that's huge. It allows you to decrease the amount of the confidence changes for every player. That's huge because technically it's supposed to affect the way the guys play. I don't believe it does. Owner mode finance tuning, I don't usually do owner mode, so I'm not really interested in that because it just makes it too complex, and a lot of the guys that are new to franchise don't even really know how to just do the franchise, so I never really add on to it by including the owner mode finance tuning, or anything but owner mode. You know what I'm saying? It's usually just the coach mode, and we go through it. So that's pretty much what, you know, they're giving us information on for the Connected Franchise right now. I want you guys to take a look at everything else on the website at EA Sports. Leave a comment on the video. Let me know if I helped you with anything, if there's other information that you were looking for that you didn't get. And pretty much this is the first look at Madden 16's Connected Franchise. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, check out my videos for Madden 15. Let you know the kind of player I am, the kind of commentary that I do. Everything GmiasWorld. Twitter, Instagram, drop me a line. Facebook, give me a like. Until next time, one love.